I saw a bumper sticker that said, "War is not the answer." Well, I got a question for you. What's my favorite card game? Still think war is not the answer? Well, you're wrong, hippie. I also saw a pop-up. It said, George Bush's IQ is 125, what's yours? I had some time to kill, so I clicked on it. And it said, if you click on pop-ups, your IQ is like 85 tops. So, my mom called me on my cell phone one day when I was at work. And my mom knows the hours I work at, so it's gotta be an emergency, right? So I pick it up. I'm like, hey mom, what's up? She's like, oh, so are you at work? I'm like, yes, I'm at work. She's like, oh, well, you shouldn't be answering your phone then. And then she hung up. That was our conversation. What the fuck, Mom? Like, what if something had happened to Dad? I would be devastated if my father had had like a heart attack or something, because he doesn't pull that shit. How about this, Mom? How about next time I'm at home mowing your lawn, I just cut the engine real quick and start screaming your name. And when you come out all worried that I cut off a limb or something, just, Mom! You should probably start dinner. My mom doesn't like that joke. But my dad really appreciates the shout out. And the cat's in the cradle and the silver. So, God created one naked dude, which leads me to this question. Why do the most religious people in the world seem to not like gay people? I mean, if you take the Bible seriously enough to, that the basis of you're not liking homosexuality or approving of it is because it says it's bad once in Leviticus, you probably read the part where God created the Garden of Eden, which sounds like a pretty gay place, and put one naked dude in. And Eve didn't come along till later. It was just two naked dudes hanging out. Oh, hey, Adam, what do you want to do tomorrow? Oh, you want to walk around naked in my presence? Perfect image of a man that I made in my image? Oh, you're sad? Oh, here's some animals. Have them, lover. Name them. You're yours. You have dominion over them. And then Adam told God he was straight. So it was like, fine. And he gave him some deceitful hoe bag that brought sin into the world. Fine, you like chicks, here you go. I think one of the characters in The Wizard of Oz should have been missing a voice box. That would have been a pretty hilarious song explaining what was wrong with him. It's like, oh, hey there, Scarecrow, what's wrong with you? Da-dun-da-dun-da-dun-da. All right, going to Emerald City without you, see ya. Do you guys remember at the end of that movie when they finally get to talk to the wizard and he tells them that nothing was ever wrong with him? That's a bit of a cop-out, isn't it? Like the whole movie long, it's like, I don't have a brain, I don't have a brain. You had a brain the whole time. Oh, yes I did. Movie over. In most social circles, people who fake their disabilities are not accepted and celebrated. They're cast out as the liars they are. It's like, well, blind boy, you've had the power to see all along. What the fuck, blind kid? I read to you, man. I let you watch me shout, oh God. I've noticed a lot of music genres like to sing about their own genre a little bit. Like there's a lot of rock and roll songs about rock, you know, hip hop, which is rap, a bunch, same thing with reggae. But you'll never hear John Mayer write a song. It's like, ooh girl, I gotta live my life like easy listening. I'm gonna soft rock you all night long. I hope everybody's having a good time shopping at Macy's. hip-hop songs, they like to yell the year, which is the most obvious thing in the world. But they yell it like it's the most profound thought that anyone's ever had. Like, it's 2010! Like, oh, what? Oh, shit, I was supposed to be at the clock tower 55 years ago. Sometimes they'll play an old song in the club, and they yell the year, and it's not that year anymore. Like, it's 1996! No, it's not. Everyone's dancing to a lie. A lot of people don't like Elvis impersonators. They say they should, stop and get a life. And I disagree. In fact, I think they should up the impersonation, take it to the next level. I think they should overdose on drugs and kill themselves. So, how many of you guys have been watching TV and they'll show you previews of something that's coming up next? And they'll say, oh, you'll see this, except on the West Coast, you're going to see something different. What the hell's that all about? What's the rest of the country seeing that we're not? Are they broadcasting shit about us behind our back? We're where TV comes from. We should see everything. It's like, coming up next, get ready, gentlemen, we're taking you to the Naked Hot Chick Convention in Toledo. Except for those of you on the West Coast, here's the news or something. Welcome to NBC Nightly News. I'm Brian Williams. I think that's who's doing it now. Sex riots have broken out on the streets of Toledo. We take you there live. Except for those of you on the West Coast, we only have the audio feed for you. Thank you, Brian. I'm here in downtown Toledo, and as you can see behind me, it is just crazy. There are 3 naked hot chicks making out in a lewd erotic fashion. You certainly don't need me to describe to you how hot these naked chicks are, unless, of course, you're on the West Coast, in which case, sorry, assholes. I think the phrase, life is short, should just not be used anymore. Or at least everyone should consider it ridiculous. Because usually when someone says life is short, they're using it to defend an action of theirs that shortens life in the first place. Like, oh, why am I gonna smoke another cigarette? Why am I gonna drive super fast? Why am I gonna do pounds of blow? Because life's short, dog. Life is not short. Life is the longest thing that any of us will ever experience. If you think that life is short, you shouldn't be allowed to complain about waiting for anything. It's like, oh man, I had to wait so long for this McGriddle. Oh, what, like 70 years? No, dude, like 5 minutes. Oh, well, why do you eat that crap anyway? Because life's short, dog. No, choke, die of irony. Ladies and gentlemen, that's my set. Thank you.